Good evening. Welcome back to Off the Sticks. Took a week break to relax, rewind from our immense success at the roast. But we have a lot to catch up on, a lot to talk about, including the roast. We have 2 new segments today. We'll get to those a bit later. And we're going to talk, of course, about the Big House, which is this weekend. But before all that, we need to have a word from our sponsor.
Have you ever lost your keys? What about your baby? Baby Light is a handy chemical compound that you feed directly to your baby, illuminating the integumentary system and making the little sport impossible to miss. Never leave home without your child again, thanks to Baby Light.
Is that like the guy from Sky High? He had a lot of baby light. That's why he could.
What?
He's a superhero.
Yeah, with the high school.
We're not sidekicks.
This is something you feed to your child, and it's unregulated, and it makes them glow in the dark.
Oh, that's weird.
Works?
Hello! Off the Sticks here again.
Yes.
We took a,
I love when
as
they
I
cheer.
said.
I love when all of them cheer for us.
Yeah, well, they love us.
They love us
They're
so much.
fans. Stans.
No.
We took a week break because we were both feeling a little under the weather after the roast.
Were you? What are you lying?
I was feeling fucking phenomenal. I'm a Herculean champion. I just didn't want to.
I was sick. I was dog sick.
I wanted to join you.
I was just moaning in my bed, just rolling around like a larvae.
You looked terrible. And now you look. So that's important. But what we missed to talk about last week was the roast, of course.
Yes.
As put on by you.
Well, and beyondthesummit.com/the roast.
I thought you did all of that. I thought you were just the cameras.
Yeah,
The marketing.
I was behind the scenes. Zipper had the day off that day.
Yeah.
He went to Cabo.
Yeah.
It's like, really? Today you're gonna go?
And he told you the day of.
Yeah. Yeah. And I was like,
Go
all
to
right,
Cabo.
man. So I had to do it all. You know, that's how it goes sometimes. Yeah. And he was just out of there.
Yeah.
So.
Heard he had a good
Thanks
time.
for nothing.
Heard he had a good
honestly.
time. I hope you kept it zipped up there. You know what I'm saying? Either way, the roast went phenomenally. I had a really good time as a roaster.
It's good. Shit on me.
Don't really feel like we need to talk too much about the roast itself.
And the moment's gone, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah.
But we do have to talk about a draft. Because there's money on the line here. And apparently the draft was so tight that it comes down to one question.
Yeah, it really does.
So you can look at the screen here. Both of our teams performed phenomenally.
Yeah.
My boys hit 4 of the top 8. Yours hit 3 of the top 8. Which is worse? But you had Absent Page, who did really well. Yada, yada, yada.
Noir
Did very well. Yeah.
So I ended up at 30-50, and
Yes.
you ended up at 30-20.
Okay.
You guessed, I believe, 6 SoCal players in top 8, and there were.
Yep.
That's for 25.
Easy.
You had Mrs. Cream Skunk to outplace Video Games Suck.
Wasn't a doubt in my mind.
Which Mrs. Cream Skunk did do that, bless
Yeah.
her soul. And I had the question of how many ironic Samuses we would see, on stream during this tournament. And I guessed 1, and you guessed 0.
Uh-huh.
And the winner receives the points for this. And there's only pretty much 1 Samus in question.
What?
And that Samus is chewed at when he played his set against
Chillin'
J666.
Chillin',
I'm sorry,
dude.
Chillin', Jesus
Yeah.
Christ. It was Chillin'. And so, I gotta say, this was a bad question to have.
Yes, it's terrible. It's
Now
a dog shit
I've
bad
learned my
question.
lesson. I never in my life have ever thought it would come down to 1 question, but here we are, right?
Yeah. The terrible question that you chose. And you know the question I sent you was literally just like, is Hugs going to make top 8? And you're like, nah, it's lame. But then he
It
dropped
was
out.
lame.
He dropped out, to be fair.
You did.
So what?
You did do a lame thing, and I was cool and rad.
Yeah, but your cool and rad question now put us in a pickle. And the pickle is that I'm correct. And you're making me pickled. Because you're trying to say you're correct.
I am the pickle in this patch.
So the question is Chillin' Dude Samus ironic? Did he play it ironically? Was this an ironic pick because of the roast of Hugo, right? So I guess in your head you thought that maybe somebody like Mike Hayes would have gone on stage or SFAT, and they would have been like, oh, I'm gonna go Samus because
right.
Hugo.
Yes.
And you're trying to say that Chillin' Dude did that.
That's right.
Why?
I'm so glad you asked. Okay, Chillin' is an ironic man, okay? His whole existence has been processed and put through a pasta machine over and over as he rewatches the documentary and relives his glory days, glorious as they were. And he has himself become this ironic being, okay? So using that logic, everything he does is ironic. Using a Samus,
Oh my God.
for one, it's not his main. For two, he mains Fox. Did you know that?
Yeah, I know he
Of
mains
course,
Fox.
yeah, well, it's pretty obvious,
He
isn't it?
mained Fox, to be clear.
Mained?
Yes, he no longer mains Fox.
Who does he main now?
He doesn't have a main. He's in the market.
Oh,
But continue your point. I want you to finish.
he doesn't have a main. I
Continue your point.
never heard of that. But what I'm saying is that Chillin', the Samus was ironic, but that's just the tip of the ironic iceberg. It's all a bunch of
So
frozen seagulls.
He's only ironic. So his Fox is ironic. If he plays Fox, that's ironic. 'Cause
Now
he's
it
ironic.
is, yeah.
So anything he does is ironic. So you guaranteed 1 point regardless of what happened.
Well, if he had not gone Samus, I would not have got the point.
Sure. Okay. Well, that's the dumbest shit I've ever heard. And seems like a lot of leaps of logic to make yourself correct.
It's not leaps of logic.
It's leaps of logic.
Okay, also, I mean, he mains Fox, right?
No, he doesn't.
What makes his
No, he
Samus legitimate?
Okay, great. You want to ask me my side? Chillin' Dude 829 retired over a year ago
From what?
from Super Smash Bros. Melee, competitive.
Oh, really? He played in a tournament.
Yes, he's retired though. He's not specifically practicing and chasing high placements. He goes to these tournaments to commentate and he's like, might as well play because I enjoy the game. That's his logic. That's why he plays. He can still enjoy the game.
Sounds ironic to me. Go on.
Just feels like I didn't cut you off.
Go on.
So his Samus, the question was, and I'll rephrase it again, how many Samuses will ironically, or how many people will ironically play Samus at the Roast of Hugo? Now, I was under the impression ironic meant this would be like a one-time thing they did, ironically, because it was Hugo's tournament. But Chillin' Dude has a history of playing Samus at tournaments. At all of this Evo 2018, he went Samus. At Air, he went Samus. At Smash and Splash, he went Samus. So these are 3 majors he's gone Samus at. But all of a sudden, oh, it's ironic because it's Hugo's tournament. Forget that he did it at the biggest tournament of the year, Las Vegas, where champions are crowned.
So we're out here legitimizing Evo.
What do you mean
Wow.
legitimizing Evo? It's literally the biggest title you can win, bar none. Are you stupid?
How was your Evo experience? Did you take it seriously as a competitor?
Yes.
Or did you film a content piece with Hotels.com calling yourself a gamer?
I'm a professional gamer. Don't ever miss the professional part. Christ. And yes, I took it very seriously with a film crew behind me trying my heart out. And they asked me to throw for
They
time
asked you to
constraints.
throw,
Yes, they
and
said,
you just did it.
They said you have
because
to go
you're
2-2.
a dancing monkey.
Because I'm a professional actor. Professional actor, professional
Dick.
gamer.
Well, what I'm saying is that that's out the window.
So I threw.
Evo's in Vegas. No Vegas tournament will ever be legitimate.
You're just,
Except for
you're
the
just saying
locals.
dumb shit. The biggest
You are.
wins of Mango's career is Evo 2013 and Evo 2014. It's not MLG. It's not Genesis
You said
1.
he retired. What?
No, let's stay to 1 point at a time. Don't bite my remarks. Because I mentioned 3 tournaments and you chose to
Has
pick
he
apart
retired
one.
since all of those
No,
tournaments?
I want you to finish. Are those 3 tournaments legitimate? Can you admit that he's gone Samus at 3 separate tournaments?
Smash and Splash.
Yes.
It's at a water park. Plup won't go because the drive is too far.
What?
Illegitimate.
The drive is too far?
Evo.
It's in Illinois or some shit. Of course the drive's too far. It's from Florida.
It's in Wisconsin, I think. Evo, not legitimate because the Luxor has terrible blackjack odds.
Okay, so see, this is my point.
It pays 5 to 6.
Funny man makes funny jokes, but this is a serious matter. There's money on the line.
All right, but for real though, Evo is the fuck off tournament if you're not trying to get
Not
there.
the fuck off tournament.
It is the fuck off tournament. How many times have we fucked off at Evo?
Dude, you fuck off at every tournament. Except for, you know, the Power 9 local where you try your heart out.
I got 9.
Outside of the
Once.
locals, you are fucking off.
I have extreme nerves, and that's very rude for you to bring up. For 2, what's the last tournament?
What?
Air. 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 Wonderful tournament, wonderful scene. Chillin goes overseas. It's a fuck off tournament for Chillin.
You're being so dumb right now. You literally just said Evo, Smash and Splash, and Air are all relevant tournaments. They all hold different places in the scene. They're
The last
all
time you
vastly
went Fox
different.
was when?
Like, well, if I had said Shine, you'd been like, too close to a Duncan. They changed their name to Duncan. That's irrelevant now.
It kind of is. It would have been irrelevant. No,
So
Shine.
Genesis can't
I'm
count.
saying that Chillin
That's
lives
in
a
Oakland.
life
In
that
Oakland
is
is
beyond
scary.
a competitor that you have said yourself. He is retired.
Yes. He is. He's retired. He retired from competitive Melee before his last tournament, I believe, was Evo 2017. And then he didn't go to the tournaments after that. His next tournament after that was Smash the Record. And then he's been going to tournaments since then, but he's been playing other characters all throughout that time. He played Mario at Smash the Record. He's been trying out as Samus. So as
When
Samus
you beat his Mario, was it legitimate?
Yeah, 100%. Top 100 win, baby.
Was it not ironic?
No, it wasn't ironic. I fucking rested his roll in.
So what
so
situation is it ironic? Would West Balls be ironic?
What do you
if
mean?
he went Samus on stream?
Well, he did go Samus on stream against Leffen, and that
know.
was ironic.
So if he did it at the roast, is that ironic? Or suddenly he went,
If he does it multiple times, and he does it in a way that isn't like just flaming, right? Because the reason it's ironic is because he did it against Leffen.
yeah.
That's why and he did it once. If he had done it at several games, like,
I am not convinced.
okay, sure. And that's why I have more evidence. You thought I was done, didn't you? No. I don't stop there. I search for the truth. And so what I'm going to add to this is his rap song. You might have heard of it at the roast. It was a large part of his segment.
You really have to use the word large? That's fucked up. That's fucked up.
Anyway, during his roast, he did his rap song. What was his last line?
Reno and Kira, why they still bop you?
No. Do you think it ended with that? What do
I don't listen to hip hop.
I think it's just like a random and that's just cold cut there.
Yeah, it was a great rap.
No. Let me show you a real pink Samus.
Is it like sexual?
You're playing dumb. That was his direct quote.
He said, let me show you a real pink Samus.
Yes.
Okay.
Let me show you. Yes. Yes, I hear it.
So what does that mean?
It means he has a real pink Samus that he's trying to show to Hugs. So even
What if he says, I'll
finds
show you my pink Mario?
Then I would say good Forrest Gump impression. I don't know what
You know
you're
what
saying.
I'm saying? Like, how
But
does
he
that,
didn't say that.
How does
He
that prove
said
anything?
Because it means he finds his own Samus legitimate. He even said it in a song. So he finds his own pink Samus legitimate.
I think the only way to settle this is to ask him.
Oh. Okay. Well, I did that.
Fuck.
I DM'd ChillinDude829, and I'm a professional, so I won't bring my phone on stage. I'll just reiterate what he said.
Oh, you don't have your phone?
Yeah, put it over there. I'm a professional. What, are you going to log on to my Twitter?
I have mine.
You didn't DM him. What are you
Or
going to do?
did I?
Maybe. Tell me. I don't
So
know.
if I show you on stream right now that Chillin said, yes, it was an ironic Samus, then I win the $20.
No, because he said the opposite to me. So
well, I don't see a phone on
they would be moot. I'm. What do you want me to do? I actually threw it over there. Do that every single show.
I don't know what to tell you.
Show me it then.
All right. You want to see it?
Yeah.
All right, I'll show you. It's simple as that.
Have it on stream. All right, I won. There's a picture of his ball sack. He just showed me a picture of his ball sack. I actually DM'd him. I literally DM'd him. I asked him about his Samus. He said he was searching for a new main because he wasn't happy playing Fox and then losing to people like J666 who play, Link. And it's kind of frustrating to lose when that's your main and you succeeded so well. So he's in a point where he's looking for a new main. So that's why he's trying out Samus at certain tournaments. He's trying out different characters.
Is that all that?
Yeah, we DM'd like quite a few messages back and forth. But either way,
Did you see my DM?
all of your arguments have been just joke retorts.
Fuck you, take it. Fine.
Yeah, I'll earn it. All the bonus points correct.
Filthy animal.
Yes, clutch, baby. And how much should we put on it? 50?
20.
20
Relax.
20 a
20
person?
bone. $21 bills.
I thought we said 5 a person.
Nope.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40.
2-0.
All right, whatever. I'll take it. 20 bucks. Hey, Zipper. Trying to live Mosh? All right, I'll take that victory. You guys could let us know on Twitter how you feel about it.
Whatever. I'm not. I don't agree with this ruling, by the way. But because who knows? I don't see a DM anyway. But take it.
You
take
outside
your
of the
win.
DM, I beat you in the arguments.
I had a sick ass draft.
All of your arguments.
And you fucking cheesed it out.
Nut actually did amazing. Nut actually did phenomenally.
Wonderful.
Very impressive. I'm a little disappointed in Ty. I won't front. I'm also
he got second
sad that
doubles,
you didn't
though.
put meds on it.
Oh, on the thing?
Yeah.
Oh.
That would have been important. Also, West balls. You told me to take West balls.
I did.
So originally I took Hugo. Hugo dropped out, so I replaced Hugo with Noah, Mega Christmas. But he's like, you should take West balls, and me.
Because he reg late and he wasn't on the list before. And I was like, do it, bro. It's
having integrity, being a journalist, yada yada. I said.
I had integrity. I said, take it.
No, it was like it's unfair because that would have been someone definitely drafted, so I refused to take it. But that would have fucking sealed the deal. He got fourth, right? Fourth, yeah. But either way, that's enough of the roast. I'm happy to take that W home. It's the first time I've ever won a bet on this show since the first West Balls one.
We're doing all right. We'll be all right. We'll bounce back.
Still down like 80 bucks. That's cool. No problem. But
Well
either
done,
way,
Ludwig.
moving on to our next topic, a actually new segment on this show called Don't Smashers Say the Darndest Things?
And I think that they do.
They absolutely do.
So, I mean, I think this is a great segment because it really highlights the kind of kooky hijinks that our beloved Smashers kind of get themselves into.
People always talk about it. You know, our scene is like, it's so different. It's so avant-garde. We do things no one else can do, like the roast.
And we do things our way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And sometimes that means saying things our way.
Our way, yeah. On our Frank Sinatra, it's all our way. And we have a couple of things here to show you, just some darned old things.
Just some darndest, like some, oh, you son of a gun type of things.
Yeah, absolutely. So I think we can roll the first clip.
Let's go ahead and roll the first
Smashers do say the darndest things.
So what happened? He fucked a 15-year-old. They had consensual sex. Yes, that's what happened. Okay, that is the story. Is it not good? It's obviously it is against the law. Yes, and that's what sexual interference was. Did he do it by force? No. Is all anything is she?
Oh, wow. Isn't that the darndest thing?
That was the darndest
So he's
thing.
talking about
Consensual sex, yes.
a friend of his.
Yeah.
That is a Smash player.
And old.
And older. Let's say it, he's in his lower 20s.
Yeah. Not gonna name him by name.
Oh, and name him. And he just goes and says the darndest thing, which is you slept with a 15-year-old girl.
Yeah.
And that
And it happened. It happened. Let's just admit it. Oh, okay.
All right.
You know,
you got me.
Stalin put a bunch of people in camps. Oh no. You got me.
You know, that is just the darndest thing.
It's so silly. It's so silly.
And you know what? He kept it going.
Yeah, let's move on to the next one. The next one here.
People being like, oh, it's just.
Lunar Dusk, I'll fucking knock your ass out, dude. Fuck this kid, dude. The hell is he saying here, huh? Lawyers might come your way, but you know, innocent. Oh my, who are these fucks, dude? It's all deep.
Flip side
So-
of people being
Hey,
like,
ready,
oh,
ready,
it's
ready,
All
ready,
right,
get ready.
all right.
I'm gonna beat the shit out of you.
Oh, shit.
I'm going to murder you.
I'm gonna fuck you up.
I'm gonna fuck your wife.
I'm gonna cut your head off with a hammer
Oh,
at a tournament.
that's so crazy.
Oh man,
The darndest
Isn't the
things.
darndest
It's
thing?
just silly.
And you know what I will say is that Lunar Disc was on your fantasy draft.
Yes.
And I gotta say, if things like that are on the table, where someone can go and beat him up and make me win a draft,
Yeah.
because your player is incapacitated, hey, I'm all for it.
I'm gonna say something darned right now. I almost think you put him up to it.
Well, I mean,
you set up the hit?
All's fair in draft and
In war.
All right.
But yeah, that's why I didn't pick it. I was between Lunar Dusk and Tranimal, and I was like, who do I take? And I was like, well, one of them might die. So
One of them might catch. One of them, it's on site.
I even knew that Tranimal was going to DQ himself. He wasn't going to show up, but I was just like, well, he's alive. That's got to be worth 1 point.
Oh, jeez. Just the darndest thing.
And to be fair, he did issue out a YouTube video where he apologized.
He apologized, cleared a lot of things up, and I implore you all to go look at it. It's his side of the story,
Yeah.
Trillium's that is, and we're just having a bit of fun.
Having a bit of
I will
fun.
say, it is the darndest.
It is the darndest thing, but it's not the darndest. We have one more thing, and let me tell you, just watch.
Things going on in the Smash community where a girl cries, sexual assault, but it ends up not being true. I don't know what their agenda is. I don't know what they want. But yeah, so the same thing is going on in the political world. So I just wanted to share that with you guys, see what you guys think, and let me know what things going on.
See what you guys think. He
Yeah,
says, like, follow, subscribe, leave a message in the comments.
Yeah, it's the same thing like the Smash community, just the darndest
This
thing.
is the darndest thing when you compare the American justice system and the frenzied state it's currently in to our Smash community.
Yeah.
And hey, the thing is, what's the agenda?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Those SEC taxations or penalties that they put on Elon Musk, that's pretty much like UCF in that whole Smash
Yeah,
thing. It's the same.
It's just the darndest
Those
thing.
$30 million you have to pay is like, oh, I can't notch my controller? Oh, that's just the darndest thing.
It's the darndest thing. And I love, you come up to me and you say, I fucking, someone stole money out of my car, and I think it was Nick.
Yeah.
I think he stole it.
Yeah.
And I say, show me the proof.
Yeah.
Show me the fucking proof or don't talk to me.
Yeah.
And furthermore, get out of here.
Exactly.
You know?
God made the world in 6 days, but let's hold the phone. I need some receipts for this sexual assault claim.
Yeah, no, dinosaurs weren't real, but, well, let's see some evidence here.
Yeah, just a little, but just please.
Immediately
just
right now. Immediately right now. Or just leave.
It's
or
just the
get
same
out.
thing. Hey, I got sexually assaulted. Oh, I'm lying.
Oh, the darndest thing.
If only you could see my agenda.
Yeah.
Monday through Monday.
Yeah, show me the itinerary, please.
Yeah. My option 1, destroy everyone's life for fun. It's just the darndest thing.
The darndest thing.
So that was our news segment.
Yeah.
Just the darndest
Jesus
thing.
Christ. It's just how it is.
And we're following that segment with a piece of news that is a little bit dated now, but we still really want to discuss it because I don't think people are talking about what needs to be talked about. And of course, we're referring to Armada retiring. The god, the legend, the GOAT?
Well,
He
He's
announced
great.
his retirement.
he's a legend.
It was 2 weeks ago. It was the day after our show.
Yeah.
Which is a little annoying because I announced my retirement from 3-finger mashing, and then the day after he's like,
He's
I'm
just
retiring
one-up.
from Melee.
You know what? He's a one-upper, man. I've
like-
always known it,
I was
man.
undisputed the best in my sport, but
Yeah.
I mean, maybe you're boat goat,
Yeah.
No one ever, so whatever, it's fine. I'm not, it was fine.
It was news that really did shake the Smash community.
Yeah, it shook me.
It shook you.
It
you
did
were
shake me.
shook. You don't get shook.
I don't usually get shook, but I am a fanboy. My intro to the Smash scene was just watching because I couldn't play Melee, because I didn't have a Melee setup and I didn't have friends. So what I would do is I would make Smash combo videos. So I actually made an Armada Smash combo video. Like I'd watch all his tournaments. The first tournament I ever watched in full live was I'm Not Yelling in 2015. And that's the one Armada won in amazing fashion with a sick combo against Mango.
Isn't that the one where Kira got 5th as well?
I don't know. I don't remember by heart. But either way, Armada was an absolute unit, a Swede like me, and he retired. And it's a little bit sad, but everyone's been freaking out.
Kinda, yeah. I mean, it's interesting because it's like, here's one guy who's like the guy
Yeah.
who went to all the things. One of like the 4 guys that go to everything, maybe 3.5 guys, and he's like, you know what, I'm done.
Yeah,
And it's like, ooh, how much longer? Are we on life support?
yeah. Mango next, Mango next.
Right?
PP-'s gone. Mewtwo's writing a book.
What do we
100 Box got his job again.
What do we do?
Yeah.
You know?
In what I've been
Scary.
saying, in my feelings on it, my sentiments are, I understand Armada retired and that's sad. But at the end of the day, the scene is still pushing 1,500 entrants. There are people grinding, trying to get to the place Armada got to. And that's not going to stop just because he left the scene. And he didn't ditch us. He's still supporting us. He's still showing up. He's still going to doubles. He's still streaming. But the scene's not going to die. And also, people shouldn't stress about that. That shouldn't be your concern. When is the scene going to die? Is it too late to join Smash? Enjoy what we have for what it is while we still have it.
Sure.
It will die.
It will die.
And I think Armada retiring is a brief reminder that what we have is temporary and that what we won't always have a grand finals of the gods. They won't go to every tournament for the rest of eternity. Eventually, they will leave the scene. Eventually, the scene might wither to a couple people in a basement. So just enjoy what we have right now. Make the best of it. Invite your friends. Have fun. Play Melee.
Yeah,
Talk about Melee.
It's like Dark Souls. It's just like Dark Souls. The whole thing.
It just felt like what I said was deeper than that.
Have you ever played Dark Souls?
The first one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't see a problem here.
So that's all my sentiments on Armada retiring, but we have been talking a bit. You know, everyone's already beat the dead horse
I mean,
on.
you're kind of wondering, like, what does a guy who was the best in the world at one of the hardest things in the world to do, and he decides to stop playing?
Yeah.
What does he end up doing with his time?
Exactly.
Like you said, he's going to be streaming, he's going to be playing doubles, but like that sort of, I mean, any one of us who have just grinded tournaments and gone from week to week, just going 0-2, 2-2, whatever, we've known that competitive itch.
Yeah.
And that like hole in your heart that just doesn't leave. But for him, it's perhaps not there anymore. So what do you do at that time?
Yeah.
Your life is different now. His life changed when he said that.
Everyone's talking about what the Melee scene's going to do, but we're asking, what's Armada going to do with all that free time? So we have a few theories in a segment we are now officially calling
Conspiracy Corner. Here we are. You know, we should get that. I like that. Way to go, Zip.
So let's start off. I have a conspiracy. Here's my theory, my first theory.
Okay.
I think Armada is going to go back to his roots as a substitute teacher in Schneebly fashion, and he's going to wrangle the students at his school to form a pseudo rock band in hopes of aspiring his childhood dream of becoming a musician.
Is it the sequel?
It is going to be filmed as a documentary, School of Rock 2.
So what?
Armada's here to sing for you.
Have you even seen this first movie of this?
Yes. It'll go something like, rock got no reason, rock got no rhyme.
All right. Come on. What is Jack Black gonna do?
Yak Black. So that's my first call. Substitute teacher Armada making a comeback bigger and better than ever before.
Why doesn't he wear shoes?
The students can't wait. What do you mean, why doesn't he wear shoes? He's a cool substitute teacher. Look how he sits in the chair.
It's unsanitary.
He's so cool.
You know, I knew a guy who used to play drums in my old town, and he played barefoot.
Yeah.
And he actually got staph infection on his foot.
Well, that's
from the pedal.
That's good because Armada doesn't play that. He actually plays violin.
Oh God, it's like a yellow card.
So he'll be fine. The drummer is actually right here.
It's that kid.
Yeah, right there.
I remember
And
that.
there's actually 2 Miranda Cosgroves here, by the way.
What?
Yeah, sneak Miranda Cosgrove. See if you can find them. That's a fun game for people at home to play. But that's my first theory: is School of Rock 2 featuring substitute teacher Armada going back to his roots as a substitute teacher. I think it's a pretty sound one at worst, if not just factually going to happen.
Yeah. I just hope the board is okay with it. That's all.
He's gonna have to hide it. That's the crazy part, is he's gonna have to hide it from
Because I'm
everyone.
a parent, and I find out some gamer is teaching my kids how to rock.
Yeah.
Pulling them out.
Yeah. Well, it's gonna be a secret. He's gonna have to make everything soundproof, block the door with CRTs or whatever he's got going on.
Block the kids in.
Well, there's fire
So they
drills.
can't get out.
Okay.
what you're saying.
Your theory.
That's what you're saying.
Your theory. What is your first theory?
Well, I didn't memorize the order in which, so you know what? Let's just throw up the first one on there.
Sure.
What makes the most? What are the two most common things in this world? You got Adam Lindgren and you've got Taffy.
What?
And I feel like this is a really great theory in that Armada will one day, or perhaps he started this now, open up a taffy factory and be the one on the front lines pulling that taffy just to his heart's content. I think it's one of his hidden passions because I once saw him eating at a tournament.
Taffy?
Yeah.
Or just eating food?
Well,
Was it specifically taffy, or was it just...
it was food.
Was it like a burger?
It was like a burger.
What? And so you related that to taffy?
Yeah.
Okay. So what I will say is right off the bat, when you opened up with what are the two most common things in the world, Adam Lindgren and taffy.
It's just a pairing, you know? It's like spaghetti and milk, you know? It's just two things that go together at all times.
Yeah, I mean, it seems a little bit of a stretch, this theory.
This guy's a comedian.
It's very serious
We like
about
to
that.
have a lot of fun here.
Yeah, well, this for me, I'm just letting you know, this is probably 0% chance that this would happen.
Great.
This is crazy.
Yeah, well, I mean, look, I'm just saying, if you pull up to a 7-Eleven in the near future and you see a brand called Armada, you know,
So he's opening a taffy
stretch.
shop.
Yeah, dude, he's manufacturing. He's gonna start his own brand.
Armada.
It's called Armada's Reserve Taffy.
Oh, fuck. Taffy, but the A has brackets around it.
That's right.
Nailed it.
See?
I'm on your team now. Where's his factory? Where would it be? Would he do it in Sweden?
Berlin.
East or west?
West, I think. It's cheaper real estate.
Well, there is definitely better business in the west section, that's for sure.
That's what I've said that a lot.
Higher retail price as well after these spheres of influences from post-World War II. So, Christ. Good luck to him on that business venture. But I have another theory, another conspiracy. I think our very own god of Melee, instead of doing taffy, he's going to be doing a little bit of singing.
Oh no.
He is a Swede after all, and ABBA did announce that they are reuniting this year. They're releasing 2 new songs. And I'm thinking they need a 5th member to spice things up because if you don't know, they were couples.
Really?
Yes, they were both 2 couples. And
Do
so
you think they ever,
all 4?
mixed it up?
Yeah, absolutely. I think that's why they broke up in the first
They put the
place.
keys in the jar and they say, well, whatever happens, happens.
Give a penny, leave a penny.
Swedes.
So what I'm saying here is Armada, great at doubles, so he'd fit really well in with any of them. He could top for him, bottom for her. He'd just kill it. And it would work well with the name. It would just be ABBA. Or you could just do ABBA and the first A has brackets around it.
What about ABBA? ABBA.
ABBA.
That works too.
I think that would just go against what they've been doing for 30
Because
plus
then
years.
the A could be backwards.
Yeah, but
in
they've
the
been
middle.
doing it for 30 years, and the A backwards look. They've been doing it for 30 years.
It could be Babab.
Yeah, it could. It just feels like that would be kind of a. We're trying to seamlessly.
Why not
throw him in.
Android in there?
Well, it's because he's still competing in Melee. He doesn't have the time.
That's a good point.
And so
I think he'd be great for
this is a
though.
pretty good theory. I think this one's pretty sound because they are all Swedish. Armada is Swedish. They live pretty close together because they live in the same country.
Yeah.
They're coming back this year. Armada retires this year. He's good at doubles, teamwork, all that stuff. So I think pretty high % chance if he doesn't go back to substitute teaching, he pursues a new passion, which is obviously singing. And the
Very
new hit
cool.
group, ABBA.
Yeah, and I think this is one of the more likely ones. Maybe not as likely as the Taffy Factory, but I think this is up there.
His audition will just be a cover of Andy Bernard's cover of Take a Chance on Me. Exactly. So that's my second theory. I'm excited to hear yours, though.
Well, look no further than the screen behind you, Ludwig, because Armada will be running for mayor of Sweden.
Oh.
The entire country, he joins them together with all of his power and his might and his tech skill, and he says, brothers, we are all brothers. And I'm sorry if I'm butchering the pronunciation, but I just feel so impassioned about this. I think he has a sweeping policy change plan. I think him and his family in the future will just be the core values that Sweden represents. And he will be a fine mayor for the country.
I think if he became mayor, I think he would just move up and he'd eventually go to the point where he would try to remove royalty from power. Absolutely. I think that would be his thing.
Royalty?
There's still royalty in Sweden.
They have a king?
Yes.
What's his name? It's okay if you don't know.
I know it. I'm Swedish. Do you want me to tell you?
I would like to hear his name, yes.
King Sweden. King Sweden. That's his last name. That's why they named the country after the ruler.
Actually, that makes a lot more sense. Well, I mean, this
Should
is
have known that was obvious.
This is.
I believe it.
I think he's the kind of straight shooter that could really just run for office.
Yeah.
And he can make it happen.
And you know what would happen if he ran for office? He would bring back the Nixon fingers.
Oh.
He'd bring them back. We won the election, baby.
I don't think you should do that.
Ah.
I think that's bad. But I think it's kind of cute if he does it.
Yeah, it is
It's
cute.
like, I don't know.
And it's like, I'm a Swede, so it's like we're making fun of those silly Americans.
Yeah. You know what? I'm with it. But yeah, this is. I think he'd be a wonderful mayor.
Perfect.
And there's Hungrybox right here.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
He looks exactly like Hungrybox.
Top left.
HBox W,
Yeah.
which in my opinion is a B tier emote.
Ugh.
And our final theory here
You're fine.
for me. And I like this one especially because I think he's a competitive man. And I don't think he can leave competitive sports. And not just sports like sports because gaming, just competitive challenges. So I think he's going to enter a new competitive realm. He's going to dominate it. It's called competitive living. That's right. Armada is going to try to live longer than any other human.
Wow.
To the point where he lives so long that he becomes the earth itself.
What?
And he forms on to a rock formation, becoming the old Armada on the mountain.
Like an ent?
Similar to an ent, yes, but real, obviously. This isn't fake. So I think that's what he's going to do. He has a competitive bone, and I don't think he can just ditch that competitive bone. Maybe it's lost for Melee, but that bone stays strong, and he's going to bring it to living. He's going to try to live longer than anyone. I think this would be around year maybe 8 to 10,000. This is actually located in New Hampshire.
Oh.
So I think it just makes sense.
Well, this is after what's it called, with Pangea and the continents move and stuff like that.
New Hampshire would actually be in Sweden, which is why he's
That's
there.
right,
Because
yeah.
it would have been 8 to 10,000 years from
Wow.
now. So competitive living, I think he will live the longest. I think this theory is the most sound.
How will we know?
We never will know.
Oh,
So it probably will happen. That's why it's the most sound, because we'll never know.
yeah. What if we live longer than him? What if? Wait.
Then he's a pretty bad competitor. He's pretty much a one-trick pony for Melee, and that would be kind of embarrassing. It's like all you can do is play Melee. You can't even live longer than the rest of the entire population since
Yeah.
existence started. Oh,
It's
yikes.
true.
Yikes.
It's like if you can't do that, then
Like, cool, nice ledge dash. Try living to 8,000 years old next
Yeah.
time. You know, like good shit dying. So
Yeah.
that's my theory. I think he'll nail it. I'm not worried about it. He's a competitor. So that's my last theory of all three. Probably the most sound again.
and you know what? What the cool thing is about Armada is that he's a gamer, right? And not only is he a gamer, is he someone who understands that the world doesn't really stop just because he decided to stop competing. And the world needs to be entertained and informed. And that's why I think Armada will take up a job as a moderator on Live Leak. And what he will be doing is screening all of the cool videos of combat footage and making drugs and really wild shit. And he'll just make sure that whatever's going through Live Leak is the pure content that this community likes to see.
He looks so bored.
He is not bored, Ludwig. He is enraptured in the idea of continuing the tireless crusade of making sure that this content is acceptable and representative of the community that has built it.
Wow. A worthwhile job, to say the least. Probably the least realistic of all of our options, though, to be honest. Seems a little out there.
Well, I mean, he probably would be using a Windows, but
Yeah, 2 cacti on the desk seems a little off.
yeah. But however, I think this is really there.
Just imagine him just putting his hands in his jacket. It's like, what are you doing? He's like, just warming up my hands. I got my hand warmers in here.
Yeah, and then he watches someone get their
and
arm
then
cut
just-
off by a chainsaw.
Arm cut off, click,
Yeah,
perfect,
approved.
approved.
Yeah.
And Armada's stamp of approval will become just the
And then
norm.
there's a little Armada head in the corner of the video.
They'll
It's
call
a
it the gold
watermark.
standard.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited for that. I'm not sure which one of these theories is the best. Which one did you like the most?
Taffy.
Taffy?
He's dog shit crazy for Taffy, dude.
I don't think he is, man.
Ask him. You're in Chillin's DMs. How about you slide?
Yeah, they're pretty much equal too. Hey,
See?
yo, boy, yo,
Look
yo,
at
yo,
him
yo.
just.
He is absolutely
You know what makes a sound when you stretch it?
spinning it up. The taffy?
Yeah.
What's the sound?
Ah.
I think Zipper was probably a little closer than you.
No.
You sounded like a goose.
Ah.
Still sound like a goose. Zipper, you're killing it. My theory definitely stands true. ABBA. No, not that one. ABBA, I think. And then maybe after ABBA, he'll do the old man on the mountain thing.
I mean, he can do a lot
he has
of
time.
these at once.
If he's going to live to 8,000, he could probably do all 3 of
he
mine,
could
to be fair.
probably do all 6.
Probably. But either way, we're looking forward to what Armada has in store for us next. We'll be sure to stay tuned. But we still have Melee to talk about because we're still here, and Armada will still be here in doubles. But we're here talking about singles. We've done a lot of drafts recently, the draft for the Roast, the draft for DreamHack. And today we have a little bit of a twist on our draft format. And tell us about it, because I'm actually not all so familiar. You messaged me and you said, let's do a reverse draft. And whenever you say reverse anything, people get uncomfortable. Reverse
Yeah.
cowgirl pissing, reverse circumcisions, reverse keystering.
Yeah.
None of them are all that exciting.
alarming reversals. However, I think this one will be really fun. So we'll be attending the Big House for one. Me and Ludwig will
As
be
commentators.
commentating. We
Cheers.
finally made it. Cheers to that.
Catch us Sunday, of course, on the side stream.
Where we belong. To the end of time, brother.
So that'll be exciting. Actually, I'm really excited for you, even though
It's gonna be great.
Sunday,
No, yeah,
type of shit.
It's gonna be great. It'll be in Detroit. Remember, did you walk with us to the casino last time?
I didn't go
You
last
didn't
year.
see that person who was probably dead?
Armada?
No, it was on the
It was like
street.
just a person who
Yeah,
actually was
'cause
dead.
we walked to the casino and it's a hard mile. It's a hard mile, and I swear there was a dead person.
Did you call the cops?
No, not a snitch.
Yeah.
Mark. Anyway, so what we got here is the top 32 seeds registered for the Big House 8. And I wanted to do a reverse draft. And this means that we are picking the lowest. We are trying to earn the lowest amount of points. And that will determine the winner.
Are we picking each other's or?
We're picking our own,
Okay.
but we're trying to pick the lowest amount of points.
Okay. So we want the worst placing possible.
That's right.
Okay. Do dropouts count?
Dropouts do not count.
So we have to pick someone
Dropouts
else.
will be. Oh, fucking think about that.
Yeah.
How do we do that?
I don't know. I'm asking you. If they drop
Oh,
out,
dropouts count so good.
they count.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because then that goes into the estimating of who will kind of drop the ball.
Okay. All right. Fine.
Siri, flip a coin.
Heads.
Tails.
Heads.
Fuck. Can't win.
I'm gonna pick first.
How many do we do?
8. Big House 8. And my first pick on this list, my eyes are glazing towards a few people here in specific, but I think I'm gonna take. I feel mean picking people.
I know. Yeah, it's kind of fucked up, huh? Because it's like assuming they're going to do bad. But if they do good, you can just say, look, dude, I believed in you the whole time. I was going for a normal draft all the way up.
Tricked you up, and that's why I didn't pick Leffert or HBox the entire time. Okay, I don't want to take too much time, so we'll just give ourselves 10 seconds on the clock for all these. But I'm going to go ahead and say over Triforce.
For Triforce? Rude. All right. I am going to choose. You know I got to do it. I got to pick West Balls.
Wow.
Remember what happened last Big House?
Disrespectful.
It's not disrespectful.
Wes, I believe you.
Last Big House was rough.
And?
Oh shit, it's a snake. It's a snake!
First draft?
Oh, yeah, I've never drafted before. I'm going to go with... You know, I'm going to get all of 818 pissed off at me. Let's go Mike Hayes.
Woo! Mike Hayes. He has been not attending stuff recently.
He also lost a face roll at the last Nimbus. So,
It's a local. All right, I'm going to go ahead and take Ryan Ford. Christ. And IBDW.
what does it stand for again? Do you remember?
Hmm?
Because I heard it. What does it stand for?
I believe, don't worry.
I don't think that's what it is at all.
All right, who are you taking?
I am taking Cole Ball because I used to believe in him and now it's harder to believe in him.
Sure.
And Laud because Peach, that character's not good anymore.
It's a dog shit stupid thing to say.
The person that used to play that character is making taffy in the Alps.
You understand, you've already taken two people on the left side. And
Yeah.
it goes by C.
Because I'm doing sick hard reads. I'm insane.
Yeah, you're so insane. You made sick hard reads last time too. And that was so insane.
I was so insane.
So
I
insane
fucking knew it.
how it worked out.
Oh, I'm such a good drafter.
You lost.
Yeah, but because of a technicality, because you
No,
cheated.
because of a real.
I showed you the
We
DM.
did the segment. No, you didn't. Show me your fucking balls. All right, let me go with True Dad. I think there's a chance he drops out. And I'm going to go ahead. Got to do it to him. I can't do it.
TikTok, brother.
Hugs.
Hugs? Really?
Yeah.
I think I wouldn't have done that because
I think Hugs is a safe pick. Like, I think he'll get, like...
dude,
like
Hugs makes top 8s when it's best of 5. Remember Genesis?
Yeah, that was, like, the one time he did it, and it was sick. But I don't think he's going to do it again. I think he's a safe pick in that he's easily going to get top 32. But I think he has a chance of getting, like, a 17th. And I think that's still, like, really good to have someone like that.
God, who's gonna bust her, dude?
So sometimes you don't have to look for the busters in these situations. You have to look for your people who you know are going to show up, do their job, okay, and then go home.
You know, it's been a bad year for Ices. Not a bad year. It's been a hard time for Ices. So I'm going to take Army, and then I'm going to take Gatsu, because I believe Gatsu and Fiction are pretty close, but people can combo the shit out of Falcon.
Yeah, for sure, man. You're going to take the guy who got 9th at Shine, and then the guy who got top 8 at Shine. An Army who literally people call top 10 in the world. Yeah. So here's my theory. No, actually, no. I'll let you make your grave.
No, you're gonna be fucked up. You're gonna be like,
I'm gonna
how did
fucking
he do
win.
it?
How much money are we putting on this, by the way, right now? Clean 20 again? Just 20.
You wanna do how much?
20.
20?
20. Yeah. It just makes it easier. Okay.
that's the Liv Moss alarm for Zipper.
Zipper's like, I'm ready, baby. I'm going to go ahead and take, there are some good fucking players on that list. Where are we at? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I have 3 more picks. Okay. I have a sneak last pick. I'm hoping you don't take it. But for now, I'm going to go ahead and take Triff. Because I think he'll do well. I just don't think he'll do that well. I don't have a top 8 risk with him, I don't think. And then I'm also going to go ahead and take... KJH.
Really?
Yeah, KJH sometimes gets a little unlucky. He could run into a Marth. Look, I see fucking 4 Marths, Ice Climbers. Like, this guy could just have an unlucky day.
Here's my play. Fuck NorCal. PPU and Shroomed.
Wow. PPU wasn't a bad call because he hasn't gone a shit, but Shroomed is insane. Like, Shroom could definitely just top 8.
Shroomed
Right?
has a fucking big
PPU
boy
could
job.
top 8.
Shroom makes bread, and he doesn't have to give a shit anymore.
Yeah, but he's also just fucking sick at the game.
Yeah, but all these guys are sick at the game, dude.
Yeah, you're right.
I'm trying to think outside the bun.
Dude, I kind of want to do an insane play.
You getting a Mangus?
No, not that insane.
Dum, 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 dum.
I love you so much, brother.
Axe?
Axe.
No, you can't.
Yeah.
ASU. The ASU Gators.
AZ. It doesn't go to. It's just AZ.
The ASU Gators. You
We're-
grew up there.
We're the Sun Devils. I'm taking Axe.
You're going back on everything.
He hasn't gone to any tournaments recently.
Oh, that's fucked up. You are fucked
I
up.
had to make big plays to make the big dollars.
I like that though, because it means that you care more about the bread than you do about your friends.
Yes.
And
Absolutely.
I respect that.
I'll sell out for a 20. I'll show anyone a picture of Slime's balls. You just Venmo me $20.
I can't stop him. Who did I have? Shroomed? Yeah, okay. All right, we're good.
You
So
are done, yeah?
my draft
Okay.
for the reverse draft and the lowest points possible. I actually didn't do bonus questions either because,
Okay.
after the fiasco.
You didn't do any bonus questions?
No.
We should have a few.
I didn't fucking
Like
think of any.
tiebreakers.
I didn't think of any at all.
You didn't think of any bonus questions?
No, I didn't think of any.
This one has a higher chance of tying, you understand, because we won't have first through fourth, which is
I don't
also,
understand math, really.
like a lot of these positions tie with each other.
Yeah.
Why don't we just both come up one bonus question each right now, on the spot? On the spot.
Okay, you first.
Okay, sure. How many people will be wearing their sponsor's jersey in top 8? Of top 8, who will be wearing their sponsor's jersey? So that means
Okay.
both.
Do
Will
you
there be
pick or I-
unsponsored
you got,
people?
you already rolled. You got the.
You get to go first.
roll.
Yeah, you get to go first.
7.
7 people. But you have to bear in mind, if they're unsponsored, obviously they don't count.
Yeah, everyone's making it, man.
And if
Who is unsponsored on this fucking list?
well, it's not even about maybe Leffen will just try to look fucking cool, or H-Box try to look cool. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna say
So any gear counts, right? If Mangus has a C9 jersey, it's good.
yeah. Well, it has to be like a shirt.
Or I mean, sorry, like a hoodie.
Yeah, as long as he's wearing it.
Okay.
He has to be physically wearing it. Even if
Okay.
he takes it off, it still counts.
Shit, Wizrobe doesn't have a sponsor. I shouldn't have said 7.
No, Wizrobe doesn't have a sponsor. No, 7's actually, I think, a really good pick. But I'm going to go ahead and say 6.
Yeah, that's good. Okay. Let me. How many commentators will make it into top 128 of Melee singles?
Zero.
Or is it 1?
Who? 0. No. Who the fuck's making it in?
1.
Who? Who do you honestly think?
I'm not telling you.
It
I don't
doesn't-
tell you shit.
It doesn't
I
matter.
don't have to answer to you anymore.
It doesn't matter.
Don't
like, it doesn't-
talk to me.
Like, is Toph making it? Is Scar making it? You understand Fendrick Lamar literally sent us a thing saying, if your commentary block conflicts with your pools, you have to drop out.
1.
I can't wait for that to fuck you over because you didn't fucking read the document Fendrick Lamar sent out. Fendrick, I read everything you
I
ever
did
write.
read it.
Everything you ever write, I've read.
I read it.
Everything you ever write. And
I
I'm
just
trying,
believe.
You know, I'm trying to become stronger than him so I can beat him up.
It's kind of like Ben and you.
Yeah.
Mrs. Cream
I've just seen him at the gym and he's so fucking yoked and I'm just like, man,
Like, I'm gonna fucking get you, man.
I don't actually want to fight him. I just want to take shirtless pics with him.
Well, it's kind of like fighting.
Make out.
Yeah.
So that's our list. Let me wrap my people up. I got Over Triforce, IBDW, Ryan Ford, Chudat, Hugs, Triff, KJH, Axe. It was my ballsy play. I'm drawing balls right now.
IBDW. It's Balls Day.
I drew balls next to Axe.
Wednesday.
My dudes.
Mine is Westball's Michael Hayes, Cobalt, Lalad, Army, Gatsu, Pew Pew, and Shroom.
You have literally 5 people that could top 8.
So do you.
No, what? I have maybe 3. Axe, Hugs, Chudat.
You're gonna freak out. You're gonna be like, how did he know?
It's like, dude, KJH second, Ryan Ford third.
It'd be the biggest. It'd be the sickest.
Yeah, just fucking insane.
wild upsets. All right.
All right, I'm excited for this one.
We
This one
have
will be fun.
one more thing, by the way. We have side bets on teams, on doubles, and
Yes.
singles. if it, consider it, like assuming we get to play, because maybe a block conflicts and we can't or whatever, that's fine.
Yes.
But I am teaming with Envy.
Yep, and I am teaming with H-Rock, Team Mogul Moves, baby. The
You
green
were
out.
Mogul Moves with Toph. That's fucked up. You're just like you're just shopping around NorCal Tech Bros.
Mogul Moves, Mogul Moves, Mogul Moves.
Well, I'm Team Heart.
Your team poor bank account.
I'm Team Friendship.
Team Live Moss, because we can't live Mosser.
You better relax. You better hold your tongue, boy.
All right.
Talking about living moss.
Well-
in my house.
That's all for us at the draft. Stay tuned for that. We're going to talk about it next week. The results of that. Plus, if you guys don't know, on the Big House Compendium right now, you have an option for us on this very show to critique your tag. I believe there are about 15 slots left of 50.
That's right.
35 people have already paid for it, which is really cool.
Yeah.
And what we're going to do is we're going to take about like 10 to 15 an episode. You know, we're not going to try to jam them all in. And we're just going to break down the tag.
We're going to break them down. We're
Like
going to run through them.
Atomic Ball Sack.
We're going to rate them. For
Phenomenal
instance, that
tag,
would be
you know.
8.7 out of 10.
Yeah, I was going to say 9 out of 10.
We're different.
Birds of a feather. Fly together. Either way, if you'd like to check that out, go to the Big House Compendium. There are a few spots left, but it is running out. And that is almost all from us at Off the Sticks. I just have one more thing I'd like to talk about today. And you guys probably know I'm a streamer, a professional streamer. And as a streamer, I have terrifyingly constant and immediate feedback to everything I do, from a bit to a word to a breath. There will always be a reaction, and it's overwhelming the amount of retrospection that I go through while I stream. And I've noticed a trend in my channel, and I don't think it is exclusive to my channel or exclusive to Twitch chat. It's a trend I've seen all over the internet, something that I like to call yikes culture. Now, yikes is a phrase that's thrown around for a lot of things, a blanket statement of negativity. And although there's nothing inherently wrong with the word yikes, I think there's something wrong with the way we use it. I'll give you 3 examples of a place you might use the word yikes in. Talking about Hitler, Chew Dat from yesterday, or me when I do my George Clooney impression. Des. All of those you might say yikes to, but it equalizes them. It makes my George Clooney impression somehow similar to a fascist dictator from the 1940s. And I think there's something inherently wrong with that. It's okay if you use an overall statement for positive things, right? If you say that's dope for your mom's wedding and for when you copped an extra $1 because you found one on the ground, because it's positive, right? And it only adds positivity. But when you say negative, it correlates them in a way that can be very alarming for me. Because when I see yikes to the response to what Chudat said, and then I see yikes to me because I said something that didn't come across that funny or whatever, it hurts a little bit more. English is a beautiful language. Take advantage of the words that we have. Maybe vary it up. We can set some guidelines. You know, use yeesh for the little things. Yeesh, that was a weird impression. Oof for the, minor, moderate things. Oof, Judette's opinions. Huh. And yikes when it's a little more serious. Yikes. This whole fascist dictator taking over our country and setting up camps is terrible. And if it's really bad, maybe the worst thing, like a once in a lifetime, you can throw out 1 or 2, that ain't it, Chiefs. But let's narrow it down, let's split it up, take advantage of our language. Don't just drop yikes for everything, boys and girls. We got words to spare. That's all from us here at Off the Sticks. We appreciate you hanging out with us today. We will see you next week and this weekend at the Big House.
Goodbye forever.
I just said that we would see them, though. Is the show canceled? What? Since when? Fuck. That fucking sucks.
Just how it went, man.
You fucking cut it, Zipper.